Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Unicast. In this video, I'm going to discuss this huge battle going on here. Team battle, we've got Rexy from Jurassic Park 1993 in her prime with the Jurassic World Velociraptor squad up against the Giganotosaurus and the atrociraptors from Jurassic World Dominion. Okay, so let's get one thing straight. We know that the Giganotosaurus beats the Jurassic Park T-Rex because we see it twice on screen in Jurassic World Dominion. However, the circumstances have slightly changed. We've now added in the Jurassic World Velociraptors as a little bit of help in a tag team match up against the Giganotosaurus and the atrociraptors from Jurassic World Dominion. Now, this is all completely my opinion, so, you know, if you think differently, so be it. I actually want to hear about it. If you think differently to what I think, then leave a comment in the section below. So, let's talk about the statistics of these animals. Now, the Giganotosaurus is a bigger animal, very slightly, not much. It's a couple of feet taller. It's got a bit more weight to it. As you can see in the image there, it's a little bit more stockier built. I think it was definitely designed based off of the Indominus Rex. It's almost, in fact, in my opinion, I think the Giganotosaurus should have been in Jurassic World. And then later on we get the Indominus Rex from like the mixing of the two genomes. But they've done it all the other way around. But that's another story. That's probably a discussion for another time. The first thing I want to do is I want to look at the scale next to each other. They're both pretty similar in size. As you can see, the atrociraptors are actually slightly taller than the velociraptors, only by half a foot, not much. But I'm assuming they're slightly bigger built as well. Not too much though. And the Giganotosaurus, as you can see, is slightly taller on the back and taller by the head height. It's got a little bit more of a bulk to it, which we kind of see in the films anyway. So, how are we going to discuss this situation? Now, on bite force, the T-Rex is the most powerful terrestrial animal that ever lived, based on the scientific facts. The Giganotosaurus, based on this image, looks like the slightly heavier of the animal. And if you go on the DPG website, the Dino Tracker, sorry. And if you go on the Dino Tracker website, you can see the weight of these animals. So I will incorporate that into the graphics, as you can see. This is a bit of a random matchup. We always do, you know, which animal would beat which. And it's always subjective because in the fossil record, the T-Rex has got the biggest bite force of any land terrestrial animal ever. So the chances are, if it had bitten the head or the neck or a limb, even its leg on one of these animals, the chances are it'd have done a fatal wound and probably would have crushed the bone and broke the leg. So, in my opinion, and that's based off of, you know, scientific sort of evidence and the skull structures of these two animals. Head to head, the T-Rex would probably be a bit more of a tank. I can imagine the Giganotosaurus being a bit quicker, the T-Rex being a bit stockier and fatter in real life. But obviously this is a movie. So movies, they change the dynamics of these things. And as you can clearly see, the Giganotosaurus is a bit bigger. It's not necessarily scientific accurate to what the skeleton shows, but I still like the design nonetheless. I think it's great. And I like the fact that it looks bulky and it's got a bit of like muscle to it and heavy set. It looks a very slow, docile creature. And in nature, in the film, it shows to be like not very aggressive, which is quite animalistic, and I like that. Now, we're not talking about these two creatures head to head, face to face, because obviously in the film we see what happens to these two creatures. And so I thought I would change it up. I would add in the Velociraptors from Jurassic World and the Atrociraptors from Dominion to see if this makes a bit of a difference. Now, the choreography of these fights don't necessarily make the T-Rex look very good in the Jurassic World films. I thought it held its own quite well in Jurassic World 1, when it takes on the Indominus Rex, you know, slamming it into the buildings and you know, chucking Indominus around. But that thing was coming back for more. And if it wasn't for the Mosasaurus, I do think that the Indominus Rex would have come back for another fight again. So it was built very different animal. However, in this case, having a look at the sizes, there's not much in it. The Giganotosaurus is slightly a little bit taller, I guess, and based on the muscle mass and fat, as you can see in both of these images, the Giganotosaurus looks a bit more heavier set. So it'll probably be harder to budge. And in one of these types of battles, I guess if you're not going to take the bite force into consideration, which we would do normally, I would say if the T-Rex got hold of its neck or its head, it would have just crushed it. But, you know, we want a villain, don't we? So we want a new big bad guy on the block. So if you're just going by pure size and mass, then the Giganotosaurus is going to win this. Now, let's get to the variables, which are these raptors, either side up here. Now, the atrociraptors are slightly bigger built, so your money, you know, potentially could be on the atrociraptors killing the velociraptors. However, those atrociraptors missed their target every single time. Now let's go back and have a think. I think they killed one guy out of that room. All the other guys escaped. Barry escaped. They constantly missed Owen on the bike. And they constantly missed Claire Tiger constantly missed Claire all the time. Now, I'm sorry. Now, she's quite athletic for a lady of her age, but I'm sorry, but an atrociraptor can't keep up with Claire. Constantly missing. And these animals these are thoroughbred to hit their target every time. So, well, now then you go over to the velociraptors in Jurassic World. They follow commands and they attack the Indominus Rex on Owen's commands, and they were going to die for him. And that's a human. Now, some of you might think, you know what? But velociraptors are meant to kill humans. They do. There's an epic battle in the jungle when they all go after the Indominus Rex to take it down, and then the raptors turn on the humans, and what do? They wipe out the whole squad. And then Owen and Claire and that all escape with the remaining guys from the ACU. So these creatures are vicious when they want to be. And they don't miss their targets. So that is my argument. So if you're going to bring in 1993 Rexy from Jurassic Park in her prime, a couple of years old, the same age as the Giganotosaurus, you're going to get a big fight on your hands. Now, that could go up with a flip of a coin. So I would say, you know, the Giganotosaurus gets the T-Rex by the neck. You never know, it could be over. The T-Rex gets the Giganotosaurus by the neck. It could be over. So let's just say that's a 50-50. Now, this is where the other battle comes into consideration. If the Velociraptors are fighting, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to go with intelligence. The Velociraptors from Jurassic World, they're more intelligent, they follow command, they know their pack leaders, they're less, I guess, erratic. And I think if one of them were to get attacked by the other ones, the other species, then the other three would come in and defend, as they're all grown up from the same litter. So my money would be on the Velociraptors from Jurassic World defeating the Atrociraptors. So if you take these two things into consideration, the T-Rex and the Giga being a 50-50, and then the Velociraptors taking on the Atrociraptors and winning, in my opinion, whether you like it or not, the 1993 T-Rex and Velociraptors from Jurassic World will beat the Giganotosaurus and the atrociraptors from Jurassic World Dominion. And if you don't like it, tough, because it's my opinion. Leave your comment in the section down below. Bye bye.